Guys, it's Alex back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Galaxy Z Flip 3. So this is a very recent phone, and there have not actually been many Android phones that I have used in the past couple of years that have actually made me want to switch from my iPhone. So over the past couple of years, I've used phones like the Galaxy S8, Pixel 4a, Pixel 5, Galaxy S21, OnePlus 9 Pro, and so on and so forth, so etc. And obviously these phones have been good, but don't get me wrong, there has been nothing that has gotten me to the point where I have actually wanted to switch from my iPhone up until this phone right here, the Galaxy Z Flip 3. The Z Flip 3 is the first Android phone that I have used recently that has actually made me fully want to switch from my iPhone. And this could be because of the screen being able to fold, but that is probably where a lot of the excitement is coming from, but a lot of the excitement for me could be from the experience of actually using this phone. Now, it's newer technology and is a lot different from your typical glass slab smartphone, and honestly, after using this, I'm actually starting to realize why people like Austin Evans love the Z Flip 3 so much. Now, I'm honestly starting to become such a big fan of using this phone because it's such a fun little device to actually get to use. Now, there's a lot of people that probably really agree with me, but there is one thing that I can honestly say. This hinge is built so well. Samsung, you really did a great job with this hinge. It folds really easily, and yeah. I'm honestly worried by doing that though, I'm going to actually break the phone, but that's not important. We don't need to talk about that. So, this phone actually does not have the best display, and it also does not have the largest battery, and that's one thing that makes this phone different from the others, and the actual design of the phone. After years of there not being flip phones anymore, Samsung just comes out with this phone that just folds. Now, obviously, this is very different, and this is very new, and this new technology, it's making people go crazy, just like I am going crazy right now. So, Samsung comes out with this phone that folds up like a flip phone, and it is smaller than like an iPhone 13 Pro or an S21, and the whole world is shocked. It totally changes the smartphone market. So at 6.7 inches, this 1080p panel looks great. Samsung did a great job. Now, Samsung's known for having some of the best panels. They are like the main creator of the panel on the iPhones, so that's obviously why this panel looks so great. Now, it is very skinny, which is going to be a very weird thing if you're coming from something like an iPhone 13 Pro Max or like a Note 20 Ultra. That is going to be weird, and I find it weird. I actually prefer the phone being a little bit wider, but now after using this, it feeling skinny, I'm kind of used to it now. So it's very refreshing to actually have this device after all these years of just having glass slab phones. Like, this is completely different, and it's really changing up the whole smartphone industry. So it really makes phones using much more exciting. Now, the Z Flip 3 is definitely a head turner. It's definitely a very good conversation starter. So if you're not one of those people that has many conversations with people during the day, hey, this will start some conversations for you. Anyway, moving on from that, that's just funny. But I have actually shown this phone to a lot of people, and they have actually had a lot of questions about it, and obviously I've been able to answer most of those questions, but it's very much a head turner. And a lot of people are very fascinated by this device. I've actually shown people this, and they've actually wanted to get one. So it's honestly a phone that a lot of people do know about just because of seeing it online and stuff. So I do have it in this green color. It does come in a stealth matte black, which I really wish I had gotten because that color looks so good. So when I get an S22, S22 Ultra, I'll probably get it in matte black because that color looks great. So I also do wish that I had gotten the Panda option, which they have. So Samsung offers a couple different colors. They offer purple, Panda, the green that I have, and this like Phantom Black, which looks great. Now, something that does bother me is, now the cover display isn't bad, but it does bother me, but it just shows like the clock and notifications. They all pop up on this little cover display. But I do wish Samsung had made the whole front, just a whole display on the front. That would have been really cool, and I hope that we'll see that in the future maybe, but you never know. So that's something that I hope Samsung does. So whoever built this hinge, the hinge is built very well. Whoever built this, it's just rock solid. Now there are little magnets, so when it closes, it just attaches, So there are little magnets in the corners, so that's how the phone attaches to like that's how it closes and doesn't come apart. So like you can't like a regular flip phone, like if I do that I'm probably going to end up throwing the phone. So yeah. So I've been using this for about 3 months now and I've overall been enjoying it. So Samsung has made the phone IPX8 water and dust resistant, so that's not IP68, but it should be good enough that if it accidentally, like maybe you get like a little bit of water on it, it should be fine. Now the X rating means it isn't rated for dust, so don't go to the beach, but that's a whole nother thing. Just don't go to the beach with this phone if you don't want to break it, because you don't want to get dust in the hinge. So the glossy part where the cover display reminds me of like an older Pixel, so that's really cool. I really liked that. It reminds me like a Pixel 2 where it was like the panda with the black. Now, this is really good. So the cover display is honestly probably the biggest upgrade on this phone this year, and it's really great because I remember on the original ZFlip it was very small and it just had like a clock. Now, I never actually used the original Flip, but I very much wish I did. Now, the quality on the inside display is way better. It does have 120 Hz, and you can actually tell the difference between 120 Hz and 60 Hz. I'm one of those people that can. I notice it more on my iPhone 13 Pro, though, than I do on the Samsung, because I've used a bunch of different Androids now that have had it. Samsung does have a pre-installed screen protector, so do not remove that, because you will probably have a huge pain if you do. So, the crease isn't really bothering me. I do feel it, and it definitely looks like it's more noticeable now than it was when I first got the phone. But that does not bother me too much. So, overall, I really am enjoying this phone, and since it is priced very well, I think that it's selling pretty well. So, that's pretty much it for my review of the Z Flip 3, and I've honestly really been enjoying this phone, so let me know what else you want to know about this phone, and I guess that's pretty much it for this video. So, like always, please subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.